ACT roads have been dubbed the most dangerous roads for kangaroos for the second year in a row, with close to 4,000 eastern grey kangaroos killed on ACT roads, which is an increase of around 1,300 on previous years. There seems to be a number of reasons why there are so many kangaroo collisions on ACT roads, ranging from nature to urbanisation. President of ACT Wildlife, Marg Peachy, helps shed some light on the subject.
Kangaroos coming down to the roads because there's no feed in the reserves anymore because of the drought.
The city of Canberra can be to blame as well for bringing kangaroos closer to suburbia.
What we have is a city that's growing, so we have more people, more traffic, and unfortunately the consequences of that is that we're having more animals coming into conflict with humans. And so what we're seeing at the moment is the spike because of the drought.
That was local Canberra Ranger Liam Banyam. The rangers have been kept rather busy with the increase in kangaroo collisions, and though they have all the right gear and equipment needed to help rescue these injured kangaroos or clean up the dead ones, they seem to be lacking in manpower.
So we've basically got 2 people during the day. At night time we've got 1 wildlife ranger on for the whole of the ACT. So you can imagine they can do quite a lot of driving and be quite busy on those nights. The more people, the quicker we could get to animals. But the reality is that, as with any government service, it's prioritised, and there's a certain budget for it.
Staff isn't as much of an issue with the people nursing the injured animals though.
We've got about quite a few carers, because we've got about 45 to 50 households, and family members help out.
And most doing it for non-monetary reasons.
All volunteer, not a single paid person to be seen.
The biggest concern for the wildlife people is getting the animal better and making sure they get the care they need. Some of the hotspots for kangaroo collisions with cars in Canberra are Long Gully Road and Selwood Drive, but the main roads are also being named as spots of concern.
That whole sort of ecosystem there, stretching from the Madura grasslands all the way from the War Memorial north to the Federal Highway, that is a bit of a hot spot there.
Just coming out of Canberra along the Federal Highway.
Local Canberra resident Brandon Leslie also saying that sometimes there is just nothing you can do to avoid them.
It just came out of nowhere, so I just had no time to react. I didn't swerve. I feel like if I saw it earlier I would have, just by instinct, but no, I didn't swerve.
But surely there are things that can be done to prevent these accidents from occurring.
Drive more slowly.
Public education is a good thing, getting the word out there just to slow down between the hours of dusk and dawn, and right through the night, because that's when the majority of collisions occur.
And after a crash with a kangaroo, it can certainly open the eyes of drivers.
I think I'll be more cautious, but I wouldn't say nervous.
And when dealing with an incident involving a deceased or injured kangaroo on the road, the main thing rangers stress is safety.
The main thing is that people stay safe in those situations, don't put themselves in harm's way by getting out onto a busy road to assist the animal.
The number to call if you're in a collision with an animal on the road or see an injured animal near a road is 13 22 81. And to get in contact with the people at Wildlife ACT, their email is actwildlife.net.